Good afternoon. Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free. The sonnet goes on. The wretched refuse of your teeming shore, send these, the homeless, tempest-tossed, to me. I lift my lamp beside the golden door. People escaping from religious bigotry, hate, violence, disease and pestilence, and intolerant autocracies, they all came fleeing. They were running to a place which promised them a safe haven. Upon arrival on Ellis Island, they were greeted by those words, and when Emma Lazarus wrote these moving words in the 19th century, little did she know that in 21st century America, we would need to be strongly reminded again of the higher ideals that our nation was built on. Today, we are seeing the ugly head of intolerance, hate, and bigotry emerging in political discourse, and we fear that if left unchecked, it is going to enter the general lexicon of this nation. We see the essence of this in the political campaign that is hotly on. For example, when we leave political correctness in the dust and make it okay to target groups, we open a Pandora's box. We start a very dangerous trend. With the proliferating gun culture in the country, we open the door to crimes of passion, intolerance, and hate. But there is a place where peace reigns and solutions are developing. The Women's National Democratic Club is a 94-year-old institution. Created 2 years after women won the right to vote in the country, we have been a passionate voice for social justice and tolerance. We have come out in very strong terms about lax gun laws. We are alarmed by the frequency of gun violence in our nation's schools against ethnic and religious groups, and feel strongly that today's incendiary political rhetoric is adding fuel to fire. People all over the world, black, brown, yellow, or white, even green if Mars is populated, all want the same thing. They want to live decent, healthy, comfortable lives. They want love and acceptance, and most of all, they want to see their future generations prosper. We at the WNDC are appalled and strongly condemn the escalation of threatening rhetoric against Mexicans, Muslims, and senior Democrats like the presidential nominee Hillary Clinton. The mainstreaming of the kind of hatred unleashed by the Republican convention can only lead to more violence. When we stoke hate and bigotry, when we marginalize a group or start erecting walls of bigotry and intolerance, something ugly gets unleashed that becomes hard to contain. The result can only be violence and chaos. Not only does this kind of behavior diminish us in the eyes of the world, but also creates a dangerous brew at home. It is in this country's interest to rise above this policy of exclusion. It is in this country's interest to rise above this policy of exclusion, these messages of hate, this season of intolerance. As we stand in front of this imposing structure, actually now it's behind me, the US Capitol, we are reminded of the greatness of this country and its many exemplary institutions as enshrined in its Constitution. The preamble to the Constitution asking for a more perfect union, striving to establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, these are all principles that seek to unite disparate groups of people. Let us all join hands to keep this country great, not to make this country great, but to keep this country great. That is the way to do it, not by dividing, but by uniting. We stand tall and firm when we stand united. Thank you.